So we start with some silent remembrance. As the Prophet, peace and blessings upon him, said, there is a type of remembrance that is so secret that even the recording angels are not aware of it, but God knows it. It is what the Prophet ﷺ transmitted from his Lord, when his Lord said that when my servant remembers me within themselves, then I remember them in my exalted presence. And for many of the great spiritual masters, that type of remembrance is the remembrance of the breath. There is a profound relationship between breath and soul, not merely breath and life, but breath and soul. Because the human is created from a breath. وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي. I breathed into the human. Literal translation, and you must always translate literally first. I breathed into the human a spirit from my own presence. And that is what gives us life. And each breath is a remembrance of that origination of the human. So the first thing I want you to do before we do anything else is just take a few deep breaths in and out. When you breathe in with Allah, and you breathe out with Hu, like this. And you will say, oh, Dr. Yusuf, that's just mindfulness. We know that stuff. Well, guess what? Breathing doesn't belong to any one tradition, doesn't belong to any one culture. Breathing is universal, and all cultures recognize the sacredness of the breath. So breathe in with Allah and breathe out with Hu, so that your breath is with the name of God. If you are finding the silence uncomfortable, ask yourself why. Keep breathing, but ask yourself why you find the silence uncomfortable. If you think, well, isn't this some kind of bid'ah? When did the Prophet ﷺ talk about breathing? So what exactly do you do in your congregational prayers when the Imam is reciting and you don't recite anything? You breathe. Breathe consciously. Next breath that you take, after you've let it out, don't breathe it back in again. And don't breathe in until you find an unease, an anxiety building within you. And you all know what that is. That's your brainstem detecting hypercapnia, saying, hey, I need some oxygen in here. We need to do some gas exchange. What you're experiencing is need. Now breathe in slowly. And what you just experienced is the fulfillment of need by the miracle of biology and chemistry and physics. The acts of God in creation. Your need has been fulfilled. So at the top of your breath, the experience is gratitude. And when you breathe out, breathe that gratitude out into the world. Send it forth. Gratitude is fundamentally joy. So breathe the joy back out into the world. Because that's what worship is when it relates to creation. It is service. It is mercy. It is the bringing of joy to others. So you, at the bottom of your breath, you recognize your fundamental biological nature, which is need. As you breathe in, you experience the fulfillment of the need. As you hold your breath at the top, you experience the gratitude that your need has been fulfilled. And when you breathe out, you pass the blessing onward and forward into the world around you. And in that, each cycle of the breath is a microcosm of your relationship with yourself, that you are a being who has needs, with your Lord, that he fulfills the needs, with the universe around you, that you fulfill their needs in turn, and of destiny, which is one of joy and gratitude. Need, fulfillment, joy, service. And so in each cycle of the breath, you recount your fundamental relationships with yourself, your Lord, the creation around you, and your destiny. This is contemplative breathing. So breathe. If you want to be more scriptural about it, then each breath in, the fulfillment of your need, إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ الْكَوْثَرَ. I have given you everything. And each breath out is your response to that gift. فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. So devote yourself to me and sacrifice. And if you can maintain this, then the one who seeks to cut you off, not your physical breath, but your spiritual breath, your spiritual connection to God, himself will be cut off from harming you. Inna shaniyaka huwa al-abtar. Each breath, therefore, is the cycle of your relationships, your fundamental relationships, your purpose, your meaning, your nature, and each breath is inna a'ataynaka al-kawthar. فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ إِنَّ شَانِيَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ. In, out, bottom, top. إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ الْكَوْثَرَ فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ إِنَّ شَانِيَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ. لا إله إلا الله 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 لا إله إلا لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا لا إله إلا لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا لا إله إلا لا إلا الله لا إله إلا لا إله إلا محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. الله 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 الله. I've been asked to sing a song, which we do as part of these Dhikr sessions. Uh, okay, it's time for lunch, I think, isn't it? It's time for lunch. I've been threatening to sing a song the whole day, but I won't sing a song. But uh, okay, I think there are always some people who do want lunch. I mean, the silent majority. I have to think about the silent majority, and I have to be considered to. I have to be considered to my hosts. Yes, sir. Allah, Allah, yes. My target audience is 0 to 5 year olds for my nasheeds. Alhamdulillah, they all love them. They all love. Then they grow up and become Zain Vika and then Mahir Zain, and but I'm 0 to 5 of them. Inshallah. I'll sing a little bit of it then, inshallah. Just a couple of verses, and it's you won't have heard this one before. If you haven't, some of you will be aware of my pop star side, and some of you won't. But the thing that you've been hearing just before people have been coming up on the stages, that's me. Uh, let's see. I was thinking about the father's thing, and I was going to sing a song that I wrote for my dad, actually, and it was about everything that I learned. The way, because it's actually so important, how for a man to model you can't not model yourself on your father. Um, and some of us have, that's a much easier thing to do for us. In my case, it was. My dad was amazing, amazing. Um, and I'd written a song for him, but that's maybe for another day. The album's there. You can go and find it. It's called, if you want to YouTube it, it's called Songs of Experience. So uh, let's try to find this one. Oh, I can't find it. This is in our Dhikr sessions that we do in the UK. Lots of people come hurting. They come in with all sorts of traumas and difficulties. And some of those are great earth-shattering ones, and some of those are small ones, but they feel really intense. And this is about hope. You will find him in the dark places. You will find him in the cold. You will find him in your loneliness. You will find him where you may roam. You will find him in desperation. You will find him in sorrow's hole, in the valley where shadows. You will find him calling you home. Ya ilahi, ya ilahi, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, ya Kareem, ya Latif, ya فرجنا مما نخاف. In the depths of your desolation, in the dark of your soul, in the places where just feet to tread, you will find him calling you home. When your courage has died inside you and no hope is to be found, when there's no for you to run, you will find him calling you home. Ya ilahi, ya ilahi, ya Rahmanu, ya Rahim, ya Kareem, ya لطيف يا رب فرجنا مما نخاف مما نخاف. It goes on. It goes on, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry now. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair.